Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Cooking show, the cooking show. Okay, this isn't a cooking show, but I haven't done a cooking video on my channel in, I think, years. There's just some things out there that blow my mind, like baking. How do people bake? Anyway, most of you know my favourite food in the entire world is Chinese. I've never cooked Chinese and I don't think I ever intend to, because then I would realise that there are some Chineses out there that taste foul, and that'll be when I cook it. By the way, I am so ill right now. I've got the worst sunburn ever. If you live in the UK and the sun comes out, you know what happens when you try and get a tan and you're pale as me? You get burned, literally. I have never experienced sunburn this bad before. I could just about manage to touch those straps on that back. I would be filming this naked if I had the choice, but I don't want YouTube to flag the video. So let's get into this video. Other than Chinese, something in my top 5 favourite foods is, I'm gonna let you guess. We got an egg, we got some bread. Actually, why am I making you guess? It says it in the title. I think I made eggy bread on this channel before, but I'm gonna make it again because I don't even care. It's my favourite thing to make and it's my favourite thing to eat. So obviously, I'm gonna make eggy bread. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is a bowl. I personally like using my basketball bowl. Fun fact, if you didn't know, I am a big fan of basketball. Playing and watching. Should probably try and get back into that. Anyway, so the first thing you're gonna need is a bowl, which I'm gonna break if I keep doing that. Oh, I'm really sorry. You're gonna like see my shiny sunburn. It's got so much moisturizer on it. You're gonna crack your egg. Let's zoom in on that shit. I usually use, depends how hungry I am. Today I'm just going to use 2. That usually makes you about 3 pieces of bread. Plop that in. So I don't tend to drink dairy milk unless I haven't got an option. So I'm going to be using Alpro's Roasted Almond Original. I don't know why that made me feel gangster. Oh! Freaking love making eggy bread. Just washing my hands, by the way, because I don't like that feeling of egg being on my fingers. And salmonella. A slash of this usually just helps it go a little further. Some people don't use that, but people usually put salt and pepper in at this point. I just tend to stick to pepper because I love me some pepper. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk a little egg for me. Ew, there's a bit of yolk that's just refusing to be stirred. Now we're gonna need some form of oil. I use butter spray. It's like some form of oil. I was about to say my sunburn's really hurting, and then I freaking. I usually use Fry Light 1 calorie per spray. Seeing as I want to eat all the eggy bread I possibly can without, you know, clogging my arteries. So I've got white bread. I would prefer to use brown bread personally because I don't really notice much of a difference in taste. Brown bread's better for you, but we're gonna have to deal with it. The trick with garlic bread is to get the pan really bloody hot. The hotter you've got the pan, the better the bread's gonna turn out. By the way, some of you guys might not actually know what eggy bread is. Eggy bread can also be called French bread. I call it eggy bread because it sounds cooler. If you haven't tried it before, try it. It's so easy. You're about to see how easy it is. And dip your bread in it. I mean, this bowl is a bit too small for that actually, but we can manage. You just soak it in. The eggier, the better. If it makes that noise, it's a good thing because the pan was hot enough. Your hands are going to get very mucky throughout this process. Look at that. That's a perfect eggy bread. The more pieces of eggy bread you've done, the better it usually goes. It's sort of like pancakes. The first pancake is always a flop. Pardon the pun. And as you go, they get better. But that's only because of the pan. It needs to be hot. I might open my door because it's going to get really smoky in here. That's looking quite good. If you're cooking a lot of eggy bread, I would put the eggy bread that you've made in the oven to keep it nice and warm so that when you're done them all, you don't come back to cold eggy bread. Number 1 is done. Yeah, I can guarantee the fire alarm is going to go off. There we go. Whoops, it's a bit smoky in here. How weird is that? As soon as I said it's gonna go off, it went off. Friendly reminder, kids, make sure you always have a smoke alarm, a working smoke alarm. Dip this shit in there. This is sort of like dipping a biscuit in a tea. You've got to capture it right before it breaks. Do the sunburn dance, do the sunburn dance, do the sunburn dance, do the sunburn dance. So one of the biggest controversial things about Eggy bread is what you have with it. Some people say it's a pudding and they have it with maple syrup. Why in any way is egg in bread a pudding? I'm not sure. Tomato ketchup is my answer. Oh my god, I don't think I could even have Eggy bread without tomato ketchup. If you're somebody who's never had Eggy bread with tomato ketchup and you like tomato ketchup, can you at least try it once just to see? You never know. But then again, I've never tried it with maple syrup, so hypocrite. Does anyone get really worried that when their smoke alarm goes off, like someone next door is gonna like come over in a panic and be like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, just making my Eggy bread. Gonna start dipping in the next one. It's good to start early on the next one so then it has time to soak up that eggy goodness. Rolling in the deep. So this one's done. Ooh, that one sounded good. I won't lie, I'm actually super impressed with how well I did with measurements. I said this would cook 3 and it cooked 3. What I usually do with the last bit is just bung it in the pan, scramble it about a bit and then place it over my Eggy bread pieces. Yes, 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 yes. Cooking with Ellie, cooking with Ellie. Ugh! I just had an image of like it popping on my back. Cooking with Ellie. Whoa, look how big that fat one is. Look at the thickness. Don't forget to tidy up around you. Whoever you live with will not be happy if you don't. Clean the pan while it's still hot. Otherwise you're gonna hate yourself later when it's cold and nothing's coming out. Totally contradicting myself here because I've still got the eggshells out. Pile that shit on. Look how much that is, but I know I'll use it. Oh, my mouth is actually watering. I would like you guys to let me know in the comments, tomato ketchup or maple syrup. Or do you have Eggy bread dry? Ew. Have you never had Eggy bread? Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, would you like me to make more cooking videos? I know you probably will say yes because you guys ask me to a lot anyway. Would you prefer it if I made things that I haven't made before, or would you prefer it when I make things that I have made? Because there's a big difference. If I haven't made it before, it will fail. If I have, it will still fail, but just not as badly. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to be notified every time I make a new video. I'm on social media such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I live stream on YouNow quite regularly. And I'll see you for my next video, which will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Bye!